Hello my friend, welcome to my channel Zip. In this video we're going to talk about the precedence of different operators. So I already commented out the code from the last video, but let's actually take some part of the previous code to start with, and in particular this calculation of the age. So I will take this both. Of course, currently here, this one, copy, paste here, and also I will take, where is it? And this one also, last one. Okay, start talk about this subject. Good. So this code that we discussed by the end of the last video, do you remember? About the priority of operators. Do you remember this? So the question that I asked by the end of the last video was why these two subtraction. So this one, sorry, and this one are executed before this comparison operator. So basically, the question is, why does this work? Okay? Because we see that it does actually work. So this number here is clearly going to be less than this one. Okay? Of course, about the age. I mean, when I make this operation, it will be less than this one. Okay? So it works this way because JavaScript has well-defined order of operator precedence. So basically, the order in which operators are executed. And to actually see the precedence of all the different operators, let's check out a very handy precedence table. So let's Google MDN, and MDN means, so just MDN. MDN means Mozilla Developer Network, and then write operator precedence. Okay, like this. And now, which link do you take? So this one that starts with developer.mozilla.org. Okay, so MDN is very well and widely used documentation site. Good. And we actually use MDN a lot through the course. And in one of the future sections, inshallah, I will show you a bit better how to use this site. Okay. Now, I will just search the table of precedence operator. Where is the table? Here is it. So scroll down until this table, and now let's look what it contains. Okay. So here, as you can see, we can see that that grouping using parentheses has the highest precedence, is 21. And then we have all the operators that we already saw. Okay, for example, we have the plus, as you can see, minus, plus, it's called prefix increment, and they have the 17 about the precedence. Okay? Then we have a bunch of other stuff here that we don't know yet, but there is a lot of type, okay, of that we already do know. We have the exponentiation operators that I showed you. We have also this math operation, as you can see, addition, subtraction, remainder, division, multiplication. We have also the comparison here, okay, not this one, this one. Less than or equal, etc., etc. And also we have the equality, as you can see, operator, and bunch of other operators. There are a lot of, as you can see in this table. And this is actually a nice reference for where you can see all the operators that exist in JavaScript in one handy table. But let's now stay in the context of our current example, which is this one. Okay? To understand how it works. Now let's understand what exactly happens here. In terms of operator precedence, of course. So, we already know that these two calculations, minus, are done before the comparison. Okay? And so, let's actually see that in the table. So, as you can see, greater than what is the precedence of this operator, it is 12. Okay? And the minus, as you can see, it is 14. Now, what is the first one that will be executed by JavaScript? It is this one, the subtraction. Okay? So we start with this one, and also he find this one also, another subtraction, so he make this operation, and after that he will make the comparison, because as you can see it is less than the subtraction or the precedence of the math operation. Okay? And of course you don't need to know any of this precedence number, huh? Don't worry about this. Okay, it's very, very important, huh? So it is automatically done by JavaScript, just to show you how it works now. So it doesn't matter, no one knows this, huh? You just have to have a general idea of which operators are executed first. So usually all the math operators are executed before the comparison operators, for example, because that makes sense. Okay, do you see this? Or this one 15 and 14, here is 12. And so with this we explain why this kind of comparison that we have here works. Now, in this table, we can also see which operators are executed from left to right and which one from right to left. Okay? You can see this. Like, for example, the exponentiation operator is executed from right to left. While most operators, especially the mathematical ones, are executed from left to right. Okay? For example, let's do an example here. Console.log, and let's write 30 minus 10 minus 5. Okay? Let's say we want to do this operation, and so this one should be 15, right? So let's check that, and as you can see it is 15. Good. But if it was right to left, then it will be 5 minus 10, okay, minus 30, which will then be something completely different. So this is an example of left to right operation. Okay? But assignment, I will show you this. Assignment, where is it? Here is one. Is from, as you can see, is a good example of right to left execution. Okay? Good example. So let's see where we actually have assignment here. So it should be one of the lowest one, and it is, as you can see, it is 3 only. So as I say, this one is right to left. And so let me show you a nice example of why this is important. So let's declare two variables, x and y. So let x and y like this. And here there is something new. I don't think I have do it before, a declaration like this. So we can define two variables at the same time, like I have do it here. Okay. So now in one line we declared two empty values. So two values which are gonna hold for now the value of undefined, right? So that's x and y. And now we can do this. We can say, for example, x should be equal to y and should be equal to this operation. I repeat it, 30 minus 10 minus 5. Okay, we can do this. And so let's now log both of these value to the console. So console.log x and y. Okay, and now before to execute, what do you think will happen here? It's important. You can really try to think about this before checking the result. And so, what is it gonna be? And actually, let's comment this one first, to not have it again. So to avoid some confusion there, of course. And we see, I don't know, I will come back. We see we have x and y are both 15 and 15. So let's analyze what that happens here. So when JavaScript first finds this line of code, it will look at all the operators that are present in this line of code. And it will see the minus operator. So it will start with this one, okay? After this one, because they have a higher precedence, right? Remember, minus. So this one, assignment in 3, and minus, it is 14. It is higher in this line of code. We have equal this assignment and minus. So we start with the highest, it is subtraction, or minus 1. And so of course it's going to be executed first from which, from left to right, okay, because it is related to the minus. And so we already know this here, okay, we turn out to be 15, okay. And so let's just write that here. So I just comment x, it means this one, after execution, no? X equal y equal, now the execution of this will be done. So we got 15, something like this at this moment, of course. So after this minus operation, we end up with this code basically, okay? So x equal y equal 15, right? Because again, 15 is the result of doing this operation, okay? And so now we only have two operators left, which are the equal operator. And so now they are executed, but as I showed you before, they are executed right to left. Do you see? Right to left. So from this side here, we are here, okay? Starting from 15 to this side, like this. Oops, like this, okay, not like this, like this. That's what does it mean here, right to left. And so what happens is that we will have y equal to 15. And so at this point, y is equal to 15, okay? And so we have then x equal to 15. And then after that, we are only left with x equal to 15. And so at the end, both x and y are gonna be 15. I know. Maybe that sounds a bit confusing, I know. But that's just how it works when you evaluate from right to left, okay? So just try to understand this concept from right to left. I repeat, the -1, it is the first one will be executed because it is higher. Remember, it is 14, this one. So we start to make this operation, and also remember it is left to right. It means we have this one, we do it in first, so we got 20. I've extended here. After this we continue left to right, so we have 20 minus 5, not 5 minus 20, because it is left value, it is 20, and right it is 5. So 20 minus 5, it is 15. Now it's good. Now we have our final value about this operation. Now we have this both equal here. It is the, as I said, the assignment. So here it is from right to left. It means we have this 15 here, and we start from 15 and we put it in the y variable. It is the first thing because it is right to left. So we stop like this. We have y equal 15. Okay, and we have also x equal to y. Okay, it is the last one. So now we continue. Y will be also x will be equal to y. So we have 15 in y. So we put the value of y to x from, as you can see, from right to left. Okay, so we got both. I repeat, 15 for two variables. Okay, I hope that you have understand. I have do it 2 times to understand very well how it works with this table. Okay, and actually that's the way it has to be, because if it was the other way around, this wouldn't work. Just imagine if you had this assignment working from left to right. Okay, in other sense. So then x will be equal to y. Okay, and y is undefined at this point. We don't have the value of y. Remember, because we declared it here, okay, as an empty variable. And so again, if assignment would be from left to right, like this, then first x will be equal to y, which will be undefined, then y will be equal to 15. Okay, and so that's not the result that we expect here. And so once more, the way this works is actually very logical and makes a lot of sense. So I hope that made sense for you, of course. Okay, now let's come back to our table. And now to finish, let's just check out the one with the highest precedence. So where is it? In the, yes, it is grouping, as you can see. So basically using the parentheses. And that actually works just like in mathematics, where operations within parentheses are also executed first. So I hope that you remember that from school. Okay, and the great example is to calculate the average of two values. So we have, for example, let's create a variable. We have we have it. I have also here, we have the variable here. We have age of Karim. Okay, and as age of Azdin. And so let's calculate the average of these two people. So let's actually start to log the age of the both, because so we have it here. I'll just put comma between them. So like this, and we have the age of the both. Okay, and now I want to calculate the average. So let's say I do it maybe here, no problem. Huh? No, here before to const average age. Okay, and what I will do here, don't forget the descriptive variable names. It's very important. Huh? So average age describes exactly what this variable is going to hold. Okay, so to calculate the average, we need to add two values together and then divide them by 2. At least that's when we have just two values, of course. So let's say average age equal age of Karim plus age of Azzuddin divided by 2, like this. Okay? But now, what is going to happen here? So let's see the table. Well, according to our precedence table, what is the first one that will be executed? As you can see, we have in this code, we have division, so equal, assignment, the plus, and the division. Okay, which one is highest? Remember, assignment is 3. It is always the last one. 3, near the last one. So let's see now between plus and division. As you can see, division is 15 and plus is 14. So we start with this one. And division is from left to right. So this one, the value is left, and this one is the right value. So we'll execute the first thing is this operation. Okay? Do you follow what I doing here? Okay? So we got this result, and after this we make the plus. So result of this division, we added it by age Karim, and finally we put the final value in average age. So let's actually log that result to see what we got. So I will add it here. Average age, and now let's see. As you can see, it is 60.5, which really doesn't make any sense. Because how can the average be larger than one of the two age, right? It's impossible. Huh? It's impossible. And so what's where the parentheses come in. So by using parentheses, this one, grouping, just like in mathematics, we can make it so that this operation here executed first. So, sorry, like this. Okay? So, basically, everything that is within the parentheses which have the precedence of 21. Right? So now this one is executed first, and then the division, because division is 15. And this one, there is no certificate, I mean left to right, or it's same thing for this one, for parentheses. So we have the first value to be executed is age Karim plus age Azzuddin, and after this JavaScript will execute the division, and when it finishes, it will put the value in average age. Okay, so now I think it will make sense. Okay, so let's see the result. Indeed, it is 40.5. I hope that wasn't too confusing for you. I hope. Huh? And now you're actually ready for your first coding challenge. So let's start. It's now finally time for your very first coding challenge. So coding challenge are basically coding exercise that you have to code on your own. And they are super important for you, brothers and sisters, to test and reinforce all the skills that you have that you just learned before. That's why there are some of coding challenge in this course, inshallah, because students love them and they are one of the best way of learning. But of course, I will not give you a complex coding challenge, or it is not the purpose. And so this is the coding challenge number 1 of the section, or coding exercise if you prefer to call it like this. So here is the content. So we have two persons, Karim and Said, are trying to compare their BMI, body mass index, which is calculating using the formula. BMI equal mass divided by height, exponential to, okay, equal, it means mass divided by height multiplied by height. I mean this one is like this one. Mass in kilogram and height in meter. So what is your task? Is to store Karim's and Said's mass and height in variables, calculate both their BMIs using the formula. You can even implement both versions. What do you want? create a Boolean variable Karim higher BMI containing information about whether Karim has a higher BMI than Said. To test the data, you can change it, of course, if you want. For the first test, we have Karim weight 78 kilogram and is 1 meter 69 meter tall. Said weight 92 kilogram and it is 1 meter 95 meter tall. Data 2, we can do more. Karim weight 95 kilogram and is 1.88 meter, and Said weight 85 kilogram and is 1.76 meter tall. Okay, so try to make this coding challenge, please. When you finish, you can upload it in your GitHub and you share it, or you can put it on the comment also to see your solution. Of course, maybe when I finish this section, I will put the solution in GitHub. Okay, so see you in next video, inshallah, to talk about another subject, that is string and template literals. Okay, I hope that you have understand this concept of operator precedence in JavaScript using the MDN of this table. Just practice to be familiar, and remember, it is not essentially to understand or to keep all this value in your head. It is not important, because JavaScript will do it automatically. Just practice, and you will be very familiar with this one very quick, inshallah. Okay, see you in the next video, brothers and sisters. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel Faisal Azib, and to follow me on Instagram teams.winners and Faisal.Chico, and in Telegram. Telegram also, Learn, Practice and Share, and Twitter Team Winners. I tell you goodbye. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.